Sally walked through the door in the back alley, straight into the crazy restaurant kitchen. She spotted her mom stirring 3 pots while the head chef screamed at everyone. "Faster! Faster!" Sally walked up to her mom and tugged at her apron. "Mom, I need to ask you something." "Right now?" "Yes, right now." "What is it then? Spit it out." "Mom, where's my daddy?" Suddenly, the bowl her mother was holding crashed to the floor. "Oh my God, you stupid, stupid woman! You're fired. Get out!" A minute later, Sally and her mother found themselves out on the street. "Mom, I'm really sorry." "You wanted to know about your dad, huh?" "Yeah, we had to make a family tree in school." "Well, he's not your family. He's a good-for-nothing loser who left us. I'm your mom and your dad. And look, just mentioning him made me lose my job. He's bad luck. Not a word about him ever again." As they walked back home in silence, Sally wondered who her dad was and why he'd left. What she didn't know was that her mom wasn't telling the truth. Her dad didn't even know she existed. One day in the 10th grade, Sally was waitressing at a restaurant when suddenly a woman started to choke on something. Sally rushed to her and performed the Heimlich maneuver till she coughed out a piece of chicken. "Oh my God, you saved my life!" As all the customers applauded, the woman took Sally's hand and dragged her outside. "I don't know how to thank you, but let me try." She took off a large diamond ring on her finger and pushed it in Sally's palm. Sally tried to refuse, but she wouldn't hear a word and just left. When Sally and her mom had the ring valued, it turned out to be worth a whopping $1.2 million. This could change their lives. They sold the ring, and with the money, they decided to move to a better house. One night, Sally's mom slipped into the attic and took an old letter out of a box. She went downstairs and threw it in the fireplace. She didn't want Sally to ever read it. The letter said, "I'm so sorry that you had a miscarriage and you had to go through it alone. I know you hate me, but please, let me help you. I really do love you and I always will. Charles." But what she didn't know was that a few days ago, Sally had been looking for something in the attic, and she'd already found the letter, and it kept haunting her. Sally looked for anything she could find on her dad, and found out he was a wealthy businessman. She'd never be at peace till she met him, just once. So one night, she packed her bags, took some of the ring money, and left home. She took a train to the city where her dad lived. Now, all she had to do was find a way to get close to him. The next morning at breakfast, Sally spat out her coffee when she saw an ad in the newspaper for a nanny by her dad's family. 24/7 nanny needed for an 8-year-old girl. P.S. Only apply if you have a sophisticated British accent. Well, that's perfect, Sally thought to herself. I can fake that. When Sally went for the interview, her jaw dropped at the size of the mansion, and there was a long line of nannies at the front door. As she joined the line, a little girl peeked out from behind a tree looking angrily at the nannies. Just then, she spotted Sally and their eyes met. Sally started walking over to her. That must be her half-sister. "What are you doing, sweetheart?"
"I'm Cynthia. I'm running away. What does it look like?"
"Oh, I see. But why?"
"'Cause my mom's getting me an old cranky nanny again."
"Well, what if I was your nanny?"
"You don't look old or cranky."
"I'm not, darling. I'm full of nonsense and fun."
"Please be my nanny. You sound freaking funny."
Meanwhile, what was happening in the mansion was crazy. Cynthia's mom couldn't find her anywhere and was certain someone had kidnapped her. She'd gone down to the police station, and when she got back with some officers, she found Cynthia and Sally. "Officers, arrest her! You! Get away from my daughter!"
"No, Mommy. She's my new nanny."
"What? You don't get to decide that, Cynthia. We have no idea what kind of person this girl is, and she looks too poor."
"Mom, you always choose my nannies, and they're awful. It's either her or no one."
Cynthia's mom had no choice, so she